I tricked my greedy friend into thinking we have won the lottery, then reveled it's a prank. After he quitted his job, it all started on a lazy Sunday afternoon. I was sitting on my couch, scrolling through my phone, when I got a text from my so-called best friend, Jake. "Hey man, you free tonight? Let's grab some beers," the message read. I sighed. Jake was, well, Jake. We've been friends since high school, but over the years, he'd become, let's just say, difficult. He was the kind of guy who always had a scheme, always looking for the next big thing to make him rich, and if that meant stepping on a few toes or outright screwing people over, so be it. I typed back, "Sure, why not? Same place as usual." "Yeah, see you at 8, he replied. I put my phone down and leaned back, staring at the ceiling. Jake had been getting on my nerves lately. Last week, he'd borrowed $200 from me, promising to pay it back by the end of the month, but I knew better. Jake never paid anyone back. He always had an excuse: his car broke down, his dog needed surgery, blah blah blah. And if you pressed him, he'd just laugh it off like it was no big deal. But this time, I'd had enough. I was tired of being his personal ATM. I wanted to teach him a lesson, but I didn't know how. That's when the idea hit me. What if I tricked him into thinking we'd won the lottery? It was perfect. Jake was always talking about how he was going to win the lottery one day, how he was going to quit his job and live the high life. If I could make him believe it had actually happened, maybe he'd finally see how ridiculous he was being. I spent the next few hours planning it out. I'd need a fake lottery ticket, a convincing story, and a way to make sure Jake fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. By the time I left for the bar, I had everything ready. The bar was packed when I got there. Jake was already at our usual table, nursing a beer and scrolling through his phone. He looked up when he saw me and grinned. "Hey man, took you long enough," he said, clapping me on the back. I forced a smile and sat down. Yeah, traffic was a nightmare. We ordered a couple of beers and started chatting about nothing in particular: work, sports, the usual. But I could tell Jake was distracted. He kept glancing at his phone like he was waiting for something. "So," I said, leaning in, "I've got some news." Jake's eyes lit up. "Oh yeah, what's up?" I pulled out the fake lottery ticket and slid it across the table. "Remember that lottery pool we did last week? Well, I checked the numbers this morning, and we won." Jake's jaw dropped. "No way, you're kidding, right?" I shook my head, trying to keep a straight face. "Nope, we won $50 million. Jake stared at the ticket, his eyes wide. "Holy crap, this is insane." I could see the wheels turning in his head. He was already imagining all the things he was going to buy: the cars, the houses, the vacations. It was almost too easy. "But here's the thing," I said, lowering my voice. "We need to keep this quiet for now. If word gets out, we'll have every scammer and long-lost relative crawling out of the woodwork." Jake nodded eagerly. Yeah, of course. We gotta be smart about this." I could tell he was already planning his next move. He was going to quit his job, no doubt about it. And that was exactly what I wanted. Over the next few days, Jake was like a kid on Christmas morning. He couldn't stop talking about all the things he was going to do with his share of the money. He even started looking at luxury cars online, sending me links to Ferraris and Lamborghinis. "Check this one out," he said, showing me a picture of a bright red sports car. "Can you imagine pulling up to the club in this bad boy?" I forced a laugh. Yeah, that'd be something. But inside, I was starting to feel a little guilty. Jake was really buying into this, and I knew it was going to crush him when he found out the truth. But then I remembered all the times he'd screwed me over, and the guilt faded. A week later, Jake called me, his voice shaking with excitement. "Hey man, I did it. I quit my job." I froze. "Wait, what?" "Yeah, I told my boss to shove it. I'm done with that place. I'm a millionaire now, right? I don't need to work anymore." I could hear the grin in his voice, and I felt a pang of guilt again, but I pushed it aside. "Wow, Jake, that's great," I said, trying to sound enthusiastic. "Yeah, I'm thinking about taking a trip to Vegas." "You and..." I hesitated. Maybe, let's talk about it later." "Okay, sure. Talk to you later, man." I hung up and sat back, my mind racing. This was it. The moment of truth. I had to tell him the truth before things got out of hand. I called Jake the next day and asked him to meet me at the bar again. He sounded excited, like he thought we were going to celebrate or something. When I got there, he was already at the table, a big grin on his face. "Hey man, what's up? You ready to start spending some of that cash?" I took a deep breath and sat down. "Jake, there's something I need to tell you." His smile faltered. "What is it?" I pulled out the fake lottery ticket and placed it on the table. This isn't real. We didn't win the lottery." Jake stared at me, his face going pale. "What are you talking about?" "I made it up. It was a prank. I wanted to teach you a lesson." Jake's eyes narrowed. "You're kidding, right? This is some kind of joke." I shook my head. "No, Jake, it's not a joke. I'm sorry." For a moment he just sat there, staring at me. Then his face turned red, and he slammed his fist on the table. "You son of a bitch. Do you have any idea what you've done? I quit my job. I told everyone I know that I won the lottery. I'm ruined." I tried to stay calm. "Jake, I'm sorry, but you needed to learn a lesson. You can't just keep screwing people over and expect everything to work out." He stood up, his fists clenched. "Do you think this is funny? You think this is some kind of game? I stood up too, ready for whatever was coming. No joke, I don't think it's funny. But maybe now you'll think twice before you screw someone over. He glared at me for a moment, then turned and stormed out of the bar. The next few days were tense. Jake didn't talk to me, and I didn't try to reach out. I knew he needed time to cool off. But then, a week later, I got a call from him. "Hey," he said, his voice quiet. "Can we talk?" I hesitated. "Yeah, sure. What's up? I need your help. I don't know what to do. I quit my job and now I can't pay my rent. I'm a mess." I felt a pang of guilt again, but I also felt a little vindicated. Maybe now he'd finally understand. "Jake, I'm sorry. I didn't want this to happen. But maybe now you'll see that you can't just keep taking from people without giving anything back." He was silent for a moment. Yep, I guess you're right. I don't know what to do. I sighed. "Look, I'll help you out. But you need to promise me something. Anything. Stop being such a jerk. Start treating people better. And for God's sake, pay back the money you owe." He laughed, a little bitterly. "Yeah, okay. I promise." And just like that, it was over. Jake learned his lesson, and well, I learned that sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. It's been a few months since the lottery prank, and things are better. Jake got a new job, and he's been making an effort to be a better friend. He even paid me back the $200 he owed me. But every now and then, I catch him looking at lottery tickets, and I can't help but smile. He's learned his lesson. But some habits die hard. And as for me, well, let's just say I've learned that revenge is a dish best served with a fake lottery ticket. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more interesting stories happening around you.